there's no need even to have a college degree at all, or even high school.
So apparently, scrolling on all social media platforms, I just came to a conclusion that you don't need school, you don't need education, you really don't need education. And this issue has been conflicting my thoughts, because when I watch some of the experience, and according to my own experience, according to my friends and my own and my surrounding, my close people, according to their experience, I really think you need school at some point. And according to work, according to jobs, I really think you don't need school. So this is so conflicting. It's so conflicting. Like, people are like, you don't need school. You don't need that. You don't need education. Education is overrated. It's just a system that you are putting through. After 4 years, you're going to be employed, work and work. That is what they are calling matrix. So this issue has been so conflicting to me for years now, because me also, I'm in college and I'm doing a course on media, communication and media, but college, I think I prefer being in, according to my own experience, I prefer being in primary. I think primary level school is way important compared to college. That is my thought on that, because when you study in college, like, it's just the same thing, but a specific niche, and that niche, the more you do it, the more you realize you don't need it. I don't know if you're getting me. That is my experience. The more you are studying, the more you are getting this information, the more you are attending these lectures, the more you are diving deep into this course, I just realized, like, you don't need it. Maybe it's because of some courses, like the one I'm doing, but when I think about other courses like medicine. What else? Like medicine, let's just go with medicine. Like medicine, you need to learn those drugs. So I'm like, that's why I'm saying this issue is so conflicting. Like, do we need school? And everybody cannot do medicine. Everybody's not meant to be doctors. And also, when it comes to that medicine, like, you don't need a 4-year course just to be a doctor. You can just take like 1 year and like strictly learn into it, dive deep, get that information, and you come out that 1 year, you already know what is it to be a doctor. Or maybe I just, because I don't do that course, maybe it's way too hard, I can't relate to it. But I'm saying this, I'm gonna say it again, this issue is so conflicting, and I know it's also conflicting to some of you, especially those who are still in college, right now. This issue is so conflicting because, mind you, like, you're just from attending your lectures. You have studied, you have thought, you have pictured this future after studying, like, when I become this, let's say that the doctors you're talking about, when I become a doctor, like, I'll be this huge doctor, like, who walks in like a CEO, treating you, like, you're picturing that future. But again, you come to your house in the evening, you just say, like, let me check what's up, what's popping today on, you're scrolling on, let's say Reels, Instagram, you come across and, oh my god, you come across a reel with a billionaire, a certain billionaire, or some famous people there, outside there, or just an influencer with huge advice that you don't need school is a scam, fuck school, you don't need that, you just need skills. And mind you had pictured, like, this issue is so conflicting that I can't relate to it. It's so conflicting, guys. It's so conflicting. I just can't get into it. Like, I can't relate to, like, school. I don't know what school is made for. Let's be honest. I really don't know, because we have, like, some people are like, school is meant for socializing, learning lifestyle, learning how to live with the people. And when you go there, that is not what they're teaching you. Especially primary. They're teaching you mathematics, they're teaching you science, they're teaching you social studies, CRE, all those kinds of subjects. And when you just done with high school, you come to college, you just realize you did not need all that. You know, like, especially like me, for instance, I studied biology in high school, science in primary school. And when I come to college, I'm doing a course on media. How do I even need that? Like, how can that put How does that impact in my life? Like biology, like human system, like did I need that? Okay, let's say science is different. Let's come to things like mathematics. We have these things called algebra, X and Y, I don't know, log side, whatever. Those are all things, all kinds of topics in mathematics. Guys, how does that like impact my life? Yes, I learned how to count. I can count up to 1,000, up to 100K. Immediately I'm done with my primary level school. Getting to high school, I'm going to learn this, like, I don't know, like huge mathematics that when I'm done with it, I don't know nothing. I can't remember any of that. Like, guys, that's why I'm gonna say again, this thing is so conflicted. That's why I just chose to do these videos just to see how you guys think. Like, are you guys thinking like me? Do we really need school? Like, do we really need it? Or they should just change the system? Like, do we really need school? Or it's so conflicting. It's so conflicting. It's unrelatable. I can't get into it. Like, I can't relate. I think people who lived back in the 90s, in the 2000s, I think they can relate to it. I'm thinking that. But again, those people are the ones who are rich, are the famous people now. Those people who are not Gen Z millennials are the ones, when you go on social media, you find a huge advice from them, like, you don't need school. School is a scam. Like, bro. This issue is so conflicting. I'm having a headache and I can't avoid these videos because even if I miss scrolling, like going through social media a day, the following day, I just scroll like 2 videos. The third one, you don't need school. I come across that video. So as a video which is talking about you don't need school. Even this animation, I've been created that too. Bro, this issue is so conflicting. And the more I just think about it, the more I am having a huge headache. Because I'm not relating. I'm not relating, and let me tell you, people who are now in high school, they really think like you need to get into the colleges, universities to get that degree. Until they get into the universities, so that they realize you really don't need it. I don't know if you're getting me. Like, when it comes to school, until you go through it, then you realize you don't need it. That is how it works. You have to go through it to realize you don't need it. I'm having a headache. Just thinking about this is giving me a huge headache that I cannot even think about it. Oh my god. My introduction was so huge. And guys, I chose to do this video, a different video, because this issue has been so conflicting, and I'm gonna repeat it. It's so conflicting. I want to do it to see how you guys relate to it, because I'm not relating to it. And I'm gonna go through a bunch of videos of people complaining about about how they have these degrees and they cannot get a job. People talking about this whatever, this thing about school, how they don't need it, how billionaires themselves are here telling us we don't need school, and yet they went through it to be who they are. Like musicians, famous people, they at least went through, not even if it's not a college, high school. Some are college dropouts, but they are successful billionaires and multi-millionaires. Wow, this issue is so conflicting, and it is always giving me a headache. I always think of it, I'm not relating. I just want to do these videos, to show you these guys' videos. Let's go through these videos as we do a little commentary on it, and I want to see what you guys think, because that is the main issue I did this video. Like, I want to see if I'm the only one who is in this delusional, or I'm in this fantasy. Like, I don't get it. Really, I don't get it. Let's see these videos. I'm gonna take back what I said at the beginning of this statement, that I came to a conclusion. I'm not yet on a conclusion, because like I've repeated, this issue is conflicting. It's ununderstandable. Like, I don't think anyone understands why, like, can give you like a well-defined reason why you don't need school. And also, I don't think a person can also give you a good reason, like give me a good reason why you also need school. Because immediately you get out of school, you have this certificate, you have this whatever, these papers that not everyone, not like literally no companies nowadays need them for you to get a job. And back at home, parents, whatever, the community wants you to go to school. You have that mindset that when I study hard, I pass successfully, I will get this job. Yeah, you don't get none of that. So I have here a bunch of videos. It's a bunch of information videos, like everybody talking about how we don't need school and how we also need it. So let's just see what's up here. And yeah, we have this girl. Let me play this video for this girl. Really, you can see it in her eyes, like she's really in pain. Like, bruh, she's really in pain. She's really in pain. And you can see it when she's talking about how she has these college degrees. And take a look.
Anyone explain to me how I have 2 degrees? I have 2 degrees. Oh, and a certificate. A little extra, right? I have a certificate. May not be a master's, but it's something extra along with the 2 degrees, you know? I'm trying to apply for jobs right now, and the thing is that the only person I have responding to me is a man from a tech company saying, "Hey, you want to answer some customer service problems? You want to answer some customer service calls?" No, Bart, I don't want to answer your calls. No offense, but I'm a little more qualified than to just to be sitting around answering your customer service calls, Bart. Okay, I'm sorry, but Bart is the only one who's responding to me. So what am I supposed to do? And I'm looking down at these, and I'm looking at them, and I'm kind of wondering. I'm like, what was this for again? Oh.
Look how look, just guys, look how that is stressful. You have even an extra certificate. You have 2 college degrees, and the only person asking you for a job is a person from a tech company, wants you to answer some call, bro. Mind you, how you took those debt loans back then in college, just for you to pay for that school, whatever, for you to pay for that course. And now here, guys, I'm telling you, this issue is so unrelatable. Nobody can even answer your questions. I can't even explain more. Guys, I'm so conflicted that I don't have even, my mind is frozen. I can't even think about this situation.
I don't know. Beats me.
This is the most
just okay, another one.
cold I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can go in person to places and say,
have you had that? Resumes, a stack of them, not one, a stack of them.
are you guys hiring? It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for minimum wage jobs.
Baby, it's not embarrassing.
And some of them are being like, we're not hiring, and it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages. Oh, this sucks. I just want to be a TikToker, if I'm being so for real with you. But I can't be delusional anymore. I literally need to make money. So I'm just gonna keep trying.
Oh, look how she cried. That is so painful. She has a bunch of resume, not one. Remember how she said that? A bunch of resume. She has even gone to an extent. She has learned 3 languages. Maybe I know some people will blame it on her course because the first one did not mention her course, actually what she did. The second one has mentioned she's graduated with a course from communication and acting. Some people will blame it on her course. I know some of you will rush there in the comment section and be like, her course, maybe her course is not that marketable, whatever. My dear, she has gone to an extent that she has learned 3 languages. She speaks 3 languages. Can you just give her a chance? Oh my god. I'm so unrelating to it because I'm in college right now, and I'm thinking about what? 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 Okay. Let's move on.
Fuck school. I don't know why we still even have this whole fucking this outdated concept of school to just build workers. Because we know what the fuck school was.
Oh, outdated concept. But remember, this guy was so innocent when he went through school.
Pretending.
I'm just picturing that.
To create workers. Do you still know? I don't. What the fuck is X?
No fucking idea.
Bro, I'm still waiting. Still.
Guys, I said, at least you have someone who is thinking like, what the fuck is X? X plus Y, YMX, X, Y. What the was that? Like, why do we even need that? Somebody tell me, why do we need that? X. What is X? X is not even a number. Is an alphabet. But it was pushed to us since primary level school. It was immersed into our minds through high school. Now some people who are still doing mathematics are still learning it in college. X, like, bro. Oh my God. If I ever go to heaven, I find that I know the ones who created the Rockefeller, whatever, those people who created school. First thing, I need to arm myself. I need to arm myself. I need to find these guns, whatever. Because, like, why the heck did they create school? Why? To build workers and you don't even get that job. Even if people claim like they build a school for workers, nothing like that. Not even school gives you the job. You can even looking for that job, but you never get. You have seen. I've given you first an example just to prove to you even that degree that people claim that school is a matrix that you go through school for you to be an employee. Bro, after that school, you don't even get that job. Tell me what percentage of graduates work in restaurants? Like, bro. Oh my God.
I'm like, when have I in my life as an adult known what the fuck X is?
Yeah.
No fucking idea. A lot of useless information got passed on to me in school. And I sucked at school because I was shit at memorizing.
Same.
I didn't really learn anything. Dropouts, as we do.
Cheers.
Drop out, my
Cheers.
man. School doesn't teach you much, honestly. It teaches you the basics. I understand maths, yes, English, comprehension, all that kind of stuff. But when you come to like social studies and algebra and calculus, I'm like, are you going to use those in the real world? So fuck school. My plan is right.
But remember, mind you, that time you didn't even have that. Like I said, you have to go through it to realize you don't need it. That is the worst part of it. That is the bittersweet of it. You have to go through it. The suffering, you saw how your parents struggle for you just to go to school. Even you yourself, you struggled waking up in the morning. That was a huge struggle, especially in high school. That was a huge struggle. You had to, like, bro, I'm not relating. Like, you have to struggle. Remember the struggles of waking up in college, just to go in high school, just to go to the early whatever classes. And now you are in college, or you are done with the education totally. You're now realizing, why did I even need that? Why?
Right. When I have kids, I'm gonna have a tutor that's gonna teach them from the age at home, from the time, like say maybe 9 a.m. to midday or 1 p.m. and they'll have an hour of homework, and the rest of the day we'll just go on adventures doing shit. But then they're gonna do gymnastics compulsory because I want to make sure they know their body.
Wait. Let me listen to this.
Like, are you gonna
run that shit back?
Use those in the real world? So fuck school. My plan is right. When I have kids, I'm gonna have a tutor that's gonna teach them from the age at home, from the time, like say maybe 9 a.m. to midday or 1 p.m. and they'll have an hour of homework, and the rest of the day we'll just go on adventures doing shit. But
wait, what? This guy should be specific. What is he gonna teach them? What specifically? And they're gonna have homework for what? Like I said, this issue is so conflicting. What is he gonna teach them? Again, school, like, even those kindergarten kids go to school like around very early in the morning, like 9 and by midday they're out. The programs are done by midday. So it's just like the same kind of projection you have been through. You want to put your kids through, but in a different way, and you're not sure. Like he's not being specific what he's gonna teach them.
Then they're gonna do gymnastics compulsory because I want to make sure they know their body, the foundation of athleticism, then gymnastics and jujitsu, so that way they're involved with other kids and not socially awkward. You don't want to raise some fucking bumpkins who, don't have any social skills. But yeah, you want to make sure that they have.
Yeah, he has been so specific. Like I've seen a bunch of videos. I wish I could get that video here. I saw that video that said, for you, the purpose of you going to school is actually to be socially, like to learn lifestyle, how to socialize and how to live with the people. Not even how to do this counting, that is part of it, like counting, knowing how to speak other languages like English. If in the countries where they teach, like in the countries where English is a compulsory language. So like I saw that video and I was kind of like, okay, so that is the point of going to school. Socialize, learn lifestyle, and maybe counting, because you have to know how to count, because money, you have to know how to count, and language, communication, that is the point. But how is he gonna put other kids to socialize with the haze? Because you will have a kids in intervals, not have them like once. I don't know if you're getting it. You'll have them in intervals, like 1 year you take a break for 3 years, another one, 3 years, another one. So like they will be different ages. So I don't know how you're gonna put them. You're gonna homeschool them like this. It's not relatable. It's not relatable. Like, bro, I'm not getting it. I myself, I'm trying to think about it. I'm not putting it into words. I can't.
Those kind of skills by interacting with other kids through gymnastics or through jujitsu or other like activities, and they'll do that every.
But they do that in school though. We have this like PE time, like we have those times that they do those kinds of practices. It's just that maybe gymnastics is not in the school that you are taking your kid, but we have the exercising time for kids in school. Am I lying? We have that time. The break times, they play football. The common schools, like for mine, we used to play, like for boys, they play football. As girls, we skip ropes, we like run, whatever. Those kinds of whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So like this guy is actually just using the same program they use in school and trying to twist it to use on other kids. It's just school. Let's be honest here. Like, bro. That's why I told you cannot, until you go to the school, but you realize you don't need it, and it's so conflicting. You can't even understand how the concept works. Actually, the guy who founded the school, bro, congratulations wherever you are. You are the most legendary person ever. You are the most. If I were to pick a legend, it's you. The Rockefeller, whatever, the family, those people who founded the school, bro. You salute wherever you are, because that thing.
Every day or every whatever days of the week it is. But school, going there, clocking in, sitting down, watching a teacher write some shit on the board and right. No one's teaching. They just literally, some of these people just there to catch a paycheck, and I've seen it. I was in school. You just see them there, they'll write the shit on the board, whatever. Copy this. Copy this. I don't even know what, because we're doing these, when I was in high school, NCEA credits. And I remember just like towards the end of the day, what's all this credits? Not to repeat the whole year. Well, I didn't know what it was. Like, credit, well, NCEA credits. What's all this credit shit? Credit. I did not care. I didn't understand it. I just didn't fathom it. But then eventually when I got a grasp of it, I was like, oh, this sucked. The biggest mistake I ever made is.
This guy is so mean, but I cannot. It's like putting my thoughts into words. But I myself, I'm not relating to them. Like, are you getting that point? Like, he's speaking what you are thinking, but what he's saying, you're not relating to it. Damn, this issue is so big. Wow.
a parent, in my opinion, was letting my children go to public school. The second biggest mistake was letting them go to a school at all. The purpose of school is to manufacture employees for businesses. There's a book that I would recommend highly. It's called Weapons of Mass Instruction by John Taylor Gatto. He was the 5-time Teacher of the Year in the state of New York. He said, I became disillusioned the day I realized my job was not to teach math, but my job was to teach school. Think about it. In school, they teach you that nothing is important. How do they do that? It's the only place that you will ever work in your life where you work on something for 45 or 55 minutes and then a bell rings and you close your book. You don't care about that anymore until tomorrow. It doesn't make any sense. The reason they use bells in schools is because that's what they use on the assembly lines. Lunchtime, ring a bell. Okay, go to lunch. Ring a bell again. You come back from lunch. The whole thing was to program for stimulus response.
A program for stimulus, like, oh. You know why? Before we go on, you know why? Like a bunch of people now, they have until they have gone through school, now they have realized through social media. That's why you see, you can learn, like you can now relate to other people's life, to yours. You can now put it's so relatable nowadays through social media, because a lot of people on social media, they're like, people are just like, I wish I never went to school. And again, people are like, education is the way. Education is the road. Education is everything. Like, it's so relatable with social media. And that's why a bunch of people now, especially 20 to 25 year olds, are so depressed. They are so depressed, and you can see it all over social media. Just search the word depressed and see how people are so depressed on social media, because it's the first time you are living alone. You are learning life alone without being put through a program. Like these guys are saying a program, response, stimulus. You are not put through that. That is the first time you are doing it yourself. You are not put through a system. You're just doing you. Immediately you are done with college and high school. That's when, not high school, you're done with college. Yeah, you are in college or you are done with college. That's when you realize you will be you will think that you are so depressed. I don't know if you are going to be depressed or think that you are depressed, because that's the time your life is your choice. It's not you being programmed into a system by teachers and parents. You're not even living with your parents, or if you are living with your parents, you are listening from other fellas, like those who are not living with the parents. They are like living in apartments, whatever. Like this guy saying, listen.
Unfortunately, we still tell our children, well, if you want to do well in life, you got to go to college, get a degree. The only reason we tell them that is because that's what we're expected to tell them. We haven't really thought about.
Why do we spend
The only reason I tell them is what we are expected to tell them. We haven't really thought about it, because the parents themselves also went through school. So, and some of them, it was successful because it was back in the ages. Back in the ages, it was so big for you to be a graduate and you could be easily employed. I don't know if that is a thing, but back then, employment was so basically featured. The basis of employment was through this degrees, certificate. Now it's so changed, and the parents they're now learning it's not how it used to be. I don't know if you're getting me. I just don't know if you're getting me.
10 years at school, kindergarten, junior, middle school.
We tell them that because that's what we're expected to tell them. We haven't really thought about.
Why do we spend 14 years at school, kindergarten, junior, middle school, high school, learning things that will be of no value that you can look up on the internet? My daughter had to learn the capital.
Can look up on the internet. You can't look everything on the internet, especially. Okay, everything these guys are saying is unrelatable, and some of them are relatable, because how can you look up everything on the internet? Imagine a kid who is still 7 years old, who is still in kindergarten or those baby school. How will he know he has to search these things in the internet if there's no teacher or wherever to put them through that?
capitals of all the states and the names of the rivers in Canada going from left to right or west to east or whatever. Why? You can look that up. And anyone who learned those things, if you ask them now, they probably don't remember. But they didn't teach our kids how to balance a checkbook, how to balance a bank account. The things that I think would be really useful, they don't teach.
My father used to say,
How they didn't teach them how to balance a checkbook, balance a bank account. Like, what else did these guys say?
It's how to balance a checkbook, how to balance a bank account. The things that I think would be really useful.
How to balance a checkbook and a bank account. But when it comes to business, we have some kind of some information on those areas. We have some, remember, but it's just not specifically bank, but at least to some extent is teaching you. Let me just say this. I think as I'm watching these videos, I'm at least relating. I'm now kind of coming into the so I think school has this wide range of information with things that are not useful. Like the guy who said calculus, algebra, those things are not useful. They just need to teach something straightforward, but we need school. We need school because, like this guy is saying, you look up on the internet. Mind you, a kid of 7 years, give him a tablet, and we have TikTok there, we have YouTube Reels, Shorts. Can you tell me the kid will go look up for those things? The kid will go look up for alphabets. In no way. A kid will just jump straight into Reels on TikTok. Especially YouTube Reels, because it's easy to scroll. Not even lying. We just need school. But in a form that is relatable. Are we now getting it? At least you're getting. At least it has started.
my father used to say, you could buy an education, but you can't buy intellect. My brother and we left.
Yeah, you can buy education, but you cannot buy intellect. So that is in the roots of genetics also. But
You're 15 years old. That's it. We're self-made multimillionaires.
wow,
So,
15 years. Now this is what I'm telling you. Like I said when I introduced this video. Imagine you are out of college, you have just learned some lectures, you have pictured your future, and then you come on TikTok, you scroll, you meet Andrew Tate and his brother. We dropped school when we were 15 years old. Now we are multi-millionaires. You don't need school. School is a fucking matrix. You don't need school. I don't care about you fucking degrees and fucking grudges, fucking certificates. And you just pictured your future from those lectures. Mind you, that's how sad it is.
For me, who have university degrees. However, I'm sick of people waving these pieces of paper around thinking they're somehow better than me. I don't care about your piece of paper that says you're $100,000 in debt, and I don't care how much you trust the studies. I don't care how much you trust the data. Did you collect it yourself? Did you collect it with me? No? Then I don't give a shit.
Your favorites.
Wow. Hey! Bro. That is wild. Now we have here videos like this are putting people into a thought that they really don't need school. Let's take this video is actually the most famous, the most super rich, super famous, the most talented, greatest of all time, the GOAT Cristiano Ronaldo. Listen to how he doesn't even know subject. He doesn't even know how to say science. And picture how rich he is. This is what people scroll on Instagram and be like, okay, I really don't need school. I don't need it. Because if Ronaldo cannot spell science.
Subject at school. Subject? What does it mean? Well, maths.
So, what does subject mean? He doesn't even know what subject. What? What?
Mathematics or English or history or I'm quite good in what do you say, science. I'm quite good in science. Imagine the GOAT himself doesn't know even what science is. You know the science, and he's the most richest footballer in the world.
That's how these people are. So like people see videos like this. These what do we call them? These advisors, guidance and counseling people who they scroll videos like this and they're like, you don't need school. You don't need. Ronaldo doesn't know how to spell science. Doesn't know how to doesn't know how to say science. He says science, and he's the richest footballer in the world. You don't need school. Why? You don't need school. You don't need it. You have to go with your talent, skills, and oh my god.
Science. I'm quite good in this.
There's no need even to have.
Oh, I was waiting for this. This is why it comes. Billionaires are lying to you. Guys, that is my thought. I think billionaires are actually lying to you. You don't need school because they went through it. This guy, this is the. Let me just play this back. This guy goes by the name Elon Musk. He has recently launched a bunch of iRobots. As we something like that, robots. And this guy is here telling you don't need school. Is the most richest person in the world is saying you don't need school. Remember, the most richest footballer doesn't know how to spell science. So it's just like a thought, you don't need school. The most richest person in the world, you don't need school. You don't need your college degree. And you are there, guys, and you are busy struggling to attend those lectures. You are picturing that future with those classes. Damn, we are cooked. You are in the matrix. Guys, we are cooked. You are so free, but we are nothing is relatable. Is at some point is relatable, at some point is not relatable at all. We are in the matrix. There's freedom everywhere, but you're in the matrix. We can't get out of it. Well, in one world. I'm starting now to. Delusional is hitting me hard. I said to be delusional. The Lulu is hitting me hard, bro.
But I mean, if somebody graduated from a great university, that may be an indication that they will be capable of great things. But
run this back. Run this back.
There's no need even to have a college degree.
There's no need even to have a college degree. Okay? There's no need. There's no need.
At all. Or even...
At all. Or even high school. At all. Or even high school. You don't need. Now, coming from the billionaire himself, you don't need a college degree. Or even high school. You don't need all of that. You really don't. You don't.
But I mean, if somebody graduated from a great university, that may be an indication that they will be capable of great things, but it's not.
Oh, it may be just an indication.
What? What?
That is what Elon Musk is saying. It may be just an indication, not even it is an indication. It may be. Remember? Get the statement right. It's not a it may be. It's not even hey Chineke.
You know, if you look at say people like Bill Gates or Larry Ellison, Steve Jobs, these guys didn't graduate from college.
Oh, the world is so unfair. The world is so unfair. The universe is not blessing everyone. The universe is so unfair because how can all the billionaires, none of them is a graduate, like the one he has mentioned, Steve Jobs, Larry Ellison, Bill Gates, he himself, like none of them is a graduate, but they are the most richest people in the world. And you are there, you are studying. Are you okay upstairs? Are you okay? What are you studying? Billionaires didn't go to college. They're not graduates. What are you studying? What? Somebody tell me, what are you studying?
And spit on that thing. You get me?
What? What is that new that you cannot? I'm screwed. We are screwed.
The chance to hire them, of course, that would be a good idea.
This is another interview. This is another interview. He said to hire them, it would be a great. And you cannot tell me being a billionaire is a talent. Not a talent. Like, it's not a talent. Like billionaires, there are people. I can't even define a billionaire. Like, bro, what am I doing, Scott? What am I doing, Scott? This is another interview. This guy, the same guy, the same Elon Musk, the same owner of Twitter, the same richest person in the world, the same person on Tesla. Like, you don't need college.
You don't need college to learn stuff, okay? Everything is available basically for free. You can learn anything you want for free. It is not a question of learning. There is a value that colleges have, which is like, probably want to hang around with a bunch of people you are.
This guy need to be specific. How can you just say? Why is he just throwing words? It's not a point of learning. Okay, what is it? You can learn everything for free. Where? Where? Like, let me learn this shit back.
You don't need college to learn stuff, okay? Everything is available basically for free.
Everything is available basically for free. Like, why is this so disappointing even to listen to it? It's so disappointing. Like, everything is for free. Where? Where can I get anything for free?
You can learn anything you want for free.
Where?
It is not a question of learning.
It's not a question of learning.
There is a value that colleges have, which is like, probably want to hang around with a bunch of people your own age for a while instead of going right into the workforce. So I think colleges are basically for fun and to prove you can do your chores, but they're not.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
For learning.
Colleges are for fun and basically to prove you can do your chores. Okay, I accept the second part, but the first part, bro, are you kidding? Colleges are for fun? Am I just living a nightmare? Am I just having fun? Like, I'm having fun. I'm just having fun. 4 years. Debt. I'm just having fun. Picture that. We are all having fun. The world. All the population. The whole population. We're just having fun. And we're proving you can do our chores. We didn't even learn that in high school when we were back at home with our parents. We are learning it in college and are having fun. Apart from proving you can do our chores, we are having fun. The other part, wait. Now, what is the point of having those lecturers paid? Because those people are paid a huge amount of money just to make us have fun. That's we're screwed. We're in the matrix. Now I'm getting it. We're in the matrix. You're screwed. Like, imagine a billionaire himself saying, colleges are for fun. Imagine the whole population in the world that is... What?
I also think that, like...
Another interview. The same Elon Musk. The same billionaire. Again on college. Bro. Can you guys shut up? Shut up. Because the more he's talking, the more he's demoralizing. The first part he said, you don't need a college degree or even a high school. You don't need that. It's just an indication For someone for someone to have a graduate degree is just what? It's just an indication. Maybe you can have great things in the future. Maybe an indication. The second time he said you don't need a college degree. Everything is basically available for free. You can learn everything for free, and it's not a question of learning. What? Now Elon Musk says college is overrated. If billionaires themselves, if billionaires themselves are saying you don't need college, now what's the purpose of learning? What's the purpose of education? Because who can be a role model if a billionaire, like a billionaire? What is the point of going to school? For you to get a good future with good money. Good is money. The point of money. And now here the billionaire himself, he says you don't need that. You don't need that program that are putting through that you think it will bring you a good future. You don't need that. You don't need it. Now what do we need? What does this guy thinks a college kid sees? What does he think a college kid thinks after seeing his thousands of video put up on the internet saying we don't need school? Like, what does he think? Picture that? Like, bro.
The value of a college education is somewhat overweighted, and I think it's too many people actually.
I cannot clap to that because this guy is not even giving. None of his statements are giving a conclusion to why we should not study. It's just judging and it's not even giving any option. Like, you have option A, school, now option B, like you can learn everything basically for free. Where can we learn? It's overrated. So you don't need college. You don't need that. What do I need for me to get that job? Because this guy, obviously people who work for him are this tech this graduates from Harvard University who studied tech, whatever tech, computer science, program, those all kind of computerized system, engineers. Those are guys who work for this. Those are not his employees. Are people from, and he's here telling us like, bro, what is this guy on to? This guy is I'm not buying it.
Spend 4 years, accumulate a ton of debt, and then often don't have useful skills that they can apply afterwards. And I think I have a lot of respect for people who work with their hands, and we need electricians and plumbers and carpenters, and that's a lot more important than having incremental political science majors. I think. So I think we should not have this idea that to be successful you need to have a 4-year college. That is simply not true.
Yes, now he has started to make sense. You should not have this idea like for you to be successful you have to 4 years. That is not true. He has made sense here, just a little bit of it, but he's not giving an option. He has just mentioned a few courses: carpentry, electrician, whatever. Like, should everybody go to that major, even if it's not college? It's just learning a side course. Should everyone, like the whole population, major to that? We are going to. I'm not relating, like, bro. This is so hard.
It's fake education. It's fake teachers.
The only purpose of school, okay. Now we have this is another rich guy. I just see this rich, like I said, these billionaires. These are the only ones talking, the most ones talking about how you don't need school.
True.
It's fake education. It's fake teachers. It's been going on for hundreds of years. When the rich took over, there was Rockefellers, Carnegie, Mellon, and they said, we don't need more entrepreneurs. We need more employees. So the purpose of American education is to create soldiers.
We don't need more employees. We don't need more entrepreneurs. We need more employees. So the point of school, that is, this guy is actually saying the point of schools is to create employees, not entrepreneurs. What if everyone does business? Is that even logic? What if everyone decide to do business and quit education? Is that logic? It's not. That is why it's called the matrix. It's unexplained. You can't, everything you think of that like is a solution. You have a question on it that is unanswerable. What if everybody does business? How about those other, like, bro, we're screwed.
And employees, people who just do as they're told, but know nothing about money. In our school systems, well, if you're not hitting a home run every single time, you're an idiot. Well, it's a school system that's idiots. They punish kids. The parents punish kids. There's new evidence saying that when a kid is forced to study hard, the brain is damaged today. And that's the difference.
Generally, you
When a kid studies hard, school is for idiots, the system of idiots, and when a kid studies hard, their brain's damaged. I don't think if I did not study hard, I would know how to count. I don't think I would know. I don't think I would know that shit. I don't think if I would study hard, I wouldn't study hard. I don't think if I could know how to speak this English that I'm talking right now, I don't think I would know. Really? So, like,
see that people who excel in school become mediocre in life because the thinking and the mindset is very different. You can be excellent at both, wonderful, but I don't mind if you're mediocre in school but you have no choice, you must excel in life. Excelling at school with excelling in life, there is no correlation, by the way. In fact, the majority of A grade students end up working for the government, B grade students end up working for corporations, C grade students end up setting up enterprises, because the C grade students, they're good learners but they don't like being forced to do things, so they're independent thinkers. So we want to cultivate independent thinking in our children, otherwise our children will work for the C grade students to make the C grade students rich.
people go to school.
wow, at least that guys make a lot of sense. Let me run that shit back. I need to re-listen. Play what I get.
Because the thinking and the skill set is very different. So I said, if you can be excellent at both.
A person who, like, backbenchers. Remember the backbenchers? I was one a backbencher. I'm not saying that I was once a backbencher. Not once. I was a backbencher since my entire high school. My primary, when I reached whatever, I was a backbencher. I know that. I was a backbencher. I can remember I was a backbencher. So the mediocre people, the A students people, turn out to be mediocre, like some dumb, something like that. And the C students, the average students, I was kind of average. The average students, like, think for themselves. They have that knowledge that you don't need to be forced to do things to be successful. You have to think independently for you to be successful. Wow, it's not relatable. We are out of the matrix.
Wonderful. But I don't mind if you're mediocre in school, but you have no choice, you must excel in life. Excelling at school with excelling in life, there is no correlation, by the way. In fact, the majority of A grade students end up working for the government, B grade students end up working for corporations, C grade students end up setting up enterprises. Because the
C grade students end up setting up enterprises. Wow. Imagine you are there and you have a C grade. You graduated with a C grade. You don't have an enterprise. You are working at a building. You don't have an what is this? It's kind of relatable, but I think the universe doesn't just bless everyone. It doesn't. Because we have these A students. Yes, we have these A students. But some of them are like the richest people to step the face of the earth. Like they are the richest in their families. And we also have these C students that this guy is kind of thinking like these C students are kind of the ones who set enterprises like 99% or 90%. They are the ones who are the most suffering. The ones who they are the average of the society. They are the average people. Like nothing is relatable. We are still back in the matrix. We're not out of it. The universe doesn't.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
They're good learners, but they don't like being forced to do things. So they're independent thinkers. So we want to cultivate.
You know what? Let me say this. You know, you have this mindset. You have been put it through since you were in primary. It's not that the A students, like they're dumb or some shit, like they're forced to do things. We have those people who have these genetics, like they're just naturally fast to capture stuff. Naturally fast. And you have these people who are hard workers. They really work hard to gain the knowledge and understanding, and they just have to, because that is what the parents need. That is what they need, the community, the society need. They have to do it. They have to work hard to be successful, like to pass the papers. That is the success you are achieving at that point. It's just, nothing is relatable, nothing. I'm reading nothing. Since the start up to now, I'm still relating to nothing. Guys, picture the heart. Nothing. Oh.
Independent thinking in our children. Otherwise, our children will work for the C grade students to make the C grade students rich.
Why the fuck you lying?
Otherwise, our students will work for the C grade students to make the C grade students successful. So if you are in high school and you are like stressed, you are not that perfect, you're like kind of dumb, you don't get shit in class, just to know your future is great. According to this guy, just know your future is great because there are students who are studying for you. Yes, there are students who are studying to work for you in future. You just sit back, think of future, stop thinking about those papers, stop thinking about the sins. And that student who you are really struggling really hard to get that A, keep struggling, because in future you're going to work for the C students who is sitting back, making noise, sleeping, backbenchers. Tell me why backbenchers are the most successful. If you are a backbencher in class and you are not successful, you have a problem, because the backbenchers are most known to be successful in the future, and the fronters are the people who are like the average in the society. Am I saying is according to this guy, like, and the Lulu minds of people? Let me tell you, there's nothing like that. The universe just blesses specific people. You can even getting an A. You can be even the brightest student, and in future you just go with that flow and you still be the most successful person. The universe doesn't just bless everyone. And God, like, let me not say it. If I say the universe, just know I'm talking about God. Because we create the universe, God. So God. Yeah.
The C grade students rich.
People go to school.
Now let's listen from Ye. Let's listen from Kanye and see Kanye's thoughts on college. Let's see this. I've listened to a bunch of billionaires. Let me listen to a musician. A person who did not... Kanye West is known to be a college dropout. Let me listen to him, kind of. Maybe I can relate to this, because, like, he doesn't do, like... That's music. He used to do music. Music is what made him. He's known for music. Like, he is not known for business, like how billionaires are known for business and tech, whatever. Business is mostly enterprises. Let's listen to a musician. The god of rap. The god of rap. Come for me. The god of rap. Kanye. Yeah!
And they're spending $8,000, $10,000 a year, and they have no idea what they want. Just stop. Wait a second before you sign all those loans, before you put yourself in debt for the rest of your life, and say, what do I want to do with my life? Sometimes you just...
Before, like, yes. Wait. Immediately you finish high school. Wait. Think. What do I wanna do? Before you get yourself into those loans, those debts, think, what do I wanna do? And then you continue.
Need a couple years after high school just to get yourself together.
A couple of years just to get yourself together. Like, where's the... Oh, I didn't get the whole thing. What? So we're just gonna wait. I don't know how the I don't know.
Leave school. I get
Chuck, the importance of education. Like, do I need to listen to this? Should we listen to the importance of education? Let's listen and see if there's something here.
I get 40 million. I get 100 million. I get 80 million. But I'm getting calls once a week. Yeah, you're doing movies, you're doing albums, but you promised me, baby, that you would go back to school. I never like to let my mom down, so. And then, I left my junior year, so I was only a few credits short. So I go back to school, 2 hot summers in Baton Rouge. And I'm loving it, but I'm hating it at the same time. But I'm like, just let me do this for my mom. So in 2000, I graduated with my bachelor's degree. But then I realized that when I go to a business meeting, let's just say you're my agent and the guys over here talking about business, they were, hey, Shaq, how you doing? Then they talk to my guy. And I found that to be disrespectful. I'm like, I'm making the final decision anyway. What you looking at my agent for? I understand. Oh, you don't think I understand your terms? I'll be back. University of Phoenix, Masters of Business. Just to let them know that I understand what's going on. So now you can talk to me and I'll relay the information to my agent. Don't even look at him. You talk to me now about the terms, about this, about the JV, all that stuff. Talk to me about it. So I did that. My mom comes and she set me up too. She's like, we don't have no doctors in the family. I'm like, what do you mean? She said, we don't have any PhDs in the family. So I'm like, I could be the first out of all the O'Neills to be a doctor. Okay, I'll be back. So then I go to Barry University. Took me 5 years.
What? How old is this guy? Phonics? The first university is Phonics? What?
I become a PhD. It was awesome. And now, not only was it awesome for me, it's awesome for my kids. I went to a parent-teacher conference one time, and a guy recognized me as Dr. O'Neil. He didn't call me Shaq. Dr. O'Neil, how are you, sir? I also have a doctorate in education. We had a whole conversation. It was awesome. Like, as a dad, that was awesome. Being Shaq is awesome too, but, I come in a suit, and this guy, he addressed me as Dr. O'Neil. I was like, I'm looking at my son, and my son is looking really proud. Like, not only is he proud that I'm the Shaqster, but he's also proud that his daddy is a doctor.
Oh, I got, that guy is just trying to say the importance of education is the recognition and the title. When you walk into offices, you should be recognized as doctor wherever. That is his point. After going to all those universities, sitting in a business meeting just to be referred to as Dr. Shaq O'Neil. And mind you, I didn't show you that. I think that part was cut off, but Kanye West said, high school, primary school is a necessity. But when it comes to college, that is a choice. And I think that is the only thing that I'm settling with it right now, because I've not got an answer apart from everybody who has spoken, everything everybody has said. I just got nothing apart from the speech from Kanye.
I always tell people college is a choice. High school is a necessity, but college is a choice. A lot of times people go.
The only thing you need, like education in primary level and high school level, that is a necessity. And then when you are done with the high school, you need to sit back and think, what do you want to do? Don't rush into those debt cards, debts, whatever, debt loans, whatever. Don't rush. But again, it's conflicting because you have the excitement, mind you guys. Are you guys like some of us, like you are just done with the primary school, you want to explore outside school, you have that excitement, that excitement of joining any university, the big ones, especially the big ones in your country. You are so eager to join those big universities. You're like, wow, I'm going to the biggest university. Like in Kenya, the biggest university is the Kenyatta University or University of Nairobi, whatever, any of the two. You're like, oh, I'm going to join that university. Imagine you're picturing yourself there already. And you want to tell me you will sit back and think? I think also Kanye is not making any sense. It's not. It's just like how different people think. Like, bruh. I've just watched a bunch of videos and I'm still stuck with the thought that we are just in the matrix until you die. Then you will just come to realize until you die, that's when it's finished. That's when you are out of the matrix. Because even if you give birth to kids, how do you think you'll bring them up? Because you cannot sit back with kids the entire time. You have to go find a job. What will they eat? How will they eat? So you have to go. You don't have to. You will not sit with them there. Even if you are an online worker, even if you are a social media worker, you have to go to those meetings. You have to do that in a specific office, whatever. You're not supposed to sit with the kids all the time, and kids are boring. So I think we need school and we also don't need it. But something that at least I can settle with it is high school and primary school is a necessity, but college is a choice. But until you go through it, then you will realize it's a choice. Yeah. So we need education. Stop with this thing, like billionaires are lying to you. Like you don't need education. How can you, like, how will you know how to count? How will you know how to speak these other languages? How will you know how to socialize? How will you know this lifestyle? How to live with people without living with a bunch of people, especially those who have gone to boarding schools in high school. They have already experienced life before they start living their own. Like experiencing life under a program, under a system, before going it on your own, like living on your own in college with your friends. Bro, I'm still stuck with the question, but I hope you liked the video, you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one, and like drop a comment section down there what your thought, because my thoughts are not thoughting, my think is not thinking, my mind is not minding. I don't have a conclusion. Maybe just what's your thoughts? What's your thought? Because do we need school or don't we need school? Are billionaires lying to us, or are they not lying? Are they getting the fact, or do we, like, were we stuck in the matrix or whatever? It's just questions after questions. See you. I'm out.